Hi, today let me show you how to use the scroll offset Y driver when you're animating your project. First, let's understand why we need to use it. We have a hero section and a feature section on the page, and we want to add an animation inside the feature section. Let's go to the keyframe panel and select the element that we want to animate. For instance, I'm setting keyframes at 180 VH so that I can get this cars laying out effect. Let's go to the preview and see this is the animation that we're going for, the cars layout when we enter this section. But what if we decide we want to add another section in between those two on the page? And now let's hit preview and see the animation won't play along anymore. And the reason for that is the keyframes were set from 80 to 100 VH, and now that the feature section was moved further down on the page, the animation is over before we even enter that section. That's why we need to use scroll offset Y. Let me demonstrate the better way to add keyframes. Select the section and add a scroll offset Y driver. 0 in this section means when viewport bottom hits the section stop. Let's repeat the process by adding keyframes in 80 and 100 VH, but it is the relative VH inside this driver. Now let's add the section in between and see what happens to our animation. It starts when the viewport enters the section, which is exactly where we want it. This is why using a scroll offset Y driver is better for animating a more complex project. And it is easier to maintain and make adjustments to different sections. Lastly, a little piece of advice. Remember to name your layers so that it's easier to navigate. Hope you find this helpful. I'll see you in the next tutorial.